Greetings to all and welcome to the session 5 of Unit 1 Theory of Metal Cutting from the course Machine Tool Technology for 4th semester Diploma Mechanical Engineering pertaining to the course code 15ME 43E. Myself Muhammad Imran, lecturer, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Government Polytechnic, Harvard. So in the today's session, we are discussing the following content: tool wear, types of tool wear, and factors for the selection of cutting tool materials. So tool wear. So all the materials will wear. There is no material which will be wear when it is used. So almost all the materials will be worn if it is used for a particular period. The tool wear is the gradual failure of cutting tool due to the regular operation. Gradual failure of the tool due to the regular operation. If you are using the cutting tool regularly, the tool will fail, so that it will gradually it is fail, so that it is incapable of doing further machining. So the change in shape of the tool from its original shape during cutting, resulting from the gradual loss of tool material. So its dimension earlier, initially when it is purchased or when it is bought new, it has some dimension, it has some thickness. So after gradual use, it has lost its dimension. It has lost its dimension due to the failure of the tool material. Gradual wear of tool material after a particular period, then it is said to be tool wear. So if the tool is wear, if it is incapable of doing further machining, it has to grind and can be used again. So what are the factors that depends on tool wear? Or the following parameters. The first one is tool and workpiece material, tool shape, cutting speed, feel, depth of cut, cutting fluid user, machine tool characteristics. So these are the parameters that will affect the tool wear. So let me discuss one by one. So how the depth of cut will affect the tool wear. So if the depth of cut is too small, then the chip control, loss of chip control, the flow of chip control will be lost, vibration will happen. If you give too small depth of cut, excessive heat will be generated and uneconomical. Too deep, if you give too deep depth of cut, what will happen? The power consumption will be high, the inside breakage, the tool breakage will happen. High depth of cut, because it is incapable of taking shock load, then it will fail. Increased cutting force, if you give high depth of cut, the cutting force will increase. Similarly, the feed rate, too light, if you give the too light feed rate, what will happen? Stringers, rapid flank wear will happen. Flank wear is one of the wear we will study in the later. Built up edge will be formed. The cutting, this is one kind of chip formation. We have three kind of chips, that is continuous chips, discontinuous chips, continuous chips with the built up edge. So this built up edge will be formed when you give too light feed rate. If you give too heavy rate, so loss of chip control, again poor surface finish will come, curvature wear, plastic deformation, high power consumption. So all those rates, these parameters should be in a control limit. If you increase it or if you decrease it, so there is a adverse effect on the tool wear. So you have to select the proper feed rate, proper parameters in a proper manner. So next we have tool geometries. So tool geometries, how it will affect the tool wear? So rake angle. So if it is increased in the positive direction, the cutting force and the amount of heat generated are reduced. The cutting force will be reduced and the amount of heat generated is also reduced if it is increased in a positive direction. If it is this increases the life of the tool. But if it is increased too much, cutting edge is weakened and capacity to conduct heat also decreases. To conduct the heat also, to pass the heat to the other surfaces will also decreases if you increase the rake angle. So relief angle, if you increase relief angle, what will happen? These are provided on the cutting tool to prevent the rubbing of tool flank with the machined surface. Thus, it is reduced the amount of heat generated and increases the tool life. Cutting edge angles. These angles affect the tool wear up to a certain value of this angle. Higher speed without an adverse effect on the tool life can be used. Hardness. Cutting tool materials should be 1 to 1.5 times harder than the material it is being machined. So, if you use the same hardness material for the cutting tools, what will happen? The cutting tool will wear and it will fail. So, minimum it has to be 1.5 times the greater than the 1 or 1 to 1 half times greater than the 1 or half time greater than the harder than the material used for machining. So, if the machining the material is used in the tool material, it is having hardness if twice or 1.5 times the workpiece which you are machining. Otherwise, the tool will fail. Wear resistance, able to maintain sharpened edge through the certain operation. Shock resistance, able to take cutting loads and forces. Should be able to take the cutting tool material, should be able to take the shock resistance. Tool wear affects the following items. What will happen of the tool wear? So it will affect the following parameters. It will affect the following items after tool wear. Increased cutting forces. What will happen if the tool wears gradually? It will keep on increasing the cutting forces. As a result, the power consumption will increase and it will increases the cost of production. So in any way, the tool wear has to be affected. Increase the cutting temperature. So it will increase the gradual wear of the tool wear, increases the cutting temperature, decreased accuracy of the produced parts. So if the sharp edge of the cutting edge is worn out, then there is accuracy decrease in the finished workpiece. Also, the decreased tool life. The tool life also decreases. Poor surface finish will be reduced because the cutting edge has lost its sharp edge, so it is incapable of giving good surface finish. So tool wear has to be avoided. You cannot avoid it, but it has to be it has to have long tool life. So economics of cutting operation, it will increases the cost of operation. Economic means cost of operation. It will increase the cost of operation in terms of increasing power, in terms of increase the time for machining, everything. That will finally increases the cost of production. High friction and heat generation. So the friction will increase if the cutting wear happens take place. The high friction will be generated. That will lead to high temperature heat generation. Finally, it will affect the overall efficiency of the production at operation. So next, the types of tool wear. The gradual tool wear is unavoidable. So the tool wear is unavoidable, but it is controllable. It can be controllable for certain limit. It is the wear which cannot be prevented. So the gradual tool wear cannot be prevented, but it can be controllable up to certain limit. It has to occur after certain machining time. After certain machining time, it has to occur. Initially, if you bought a new tool, it will not wear suddenly. After some time, it will start wearing gradually. So, following are the two important types of tool wear, that is flank wear and creature wear. You can see here flank wear. The flank wear will take place in the flank face of the workpiece. This is the flank wear. You can see here. This wear starts from flank wear. This is the creature wear. Creature wear is on the tool face. So what will happen when the chips flows over the tool face? It will affect the chip face will rub with this face of the tool. That will forms this cavity type of wear. So it will gradually with the vibration and friction, it will enlarge and it will spread throughout. Next we will discuss the flank wear. So wear on the flank face. What is flank face? Flank face is the face, the surface which is which is facing the workpiece. So this is the flank face. If the cutting edge is this one, this is the flank face. If the cutting edge is this one, this is the flank face. The surface which is the facing the workpiece surface, it is called as flank. So the flank wear happens in the flank face. So of the tail tool, it is called as flank wear. The flank wear is shown in figure. You can see here. It will affect the cutting speed will affect the flank wear. You can see here. So this is the flank face here. You can see wear land, rake face. The characteristics of flank wear. So this is the flank wear here. You can see this is the flank wear. Characteristics of flank wear are the following. It is the wear that appears on the flank surface parallel to the cutting edge. This is the flank surface. So this flank wear, this is parallel to the cutting edge. Here you can see. So it is more commonly result from adhesive wear of the cutting edge against the machined surface. So if the abrasive particles contained in the workpiece material, it will rub against the this cutting edge, then the flank wear will begins to start. It is generally result from high temperature. So generally the flank wear happens when the temperature of the cutting tool increases due to friction, which affects the tool and work material properties. It results from the formation of wear land. This is the wear land here. Suddenly it will the flank wear will not start initially. Initially the wear land will be formed. After that the flank wear will be produced. It results from in the formation of wear land. Next is the creature wear. The wear on the rake face of the tool is called as creature wear. So this is the creature wear. You can see the rake face of the tool. So how it will the rake face creature will wear will start. The wear on the rake face of the tool called as creature will. As the name suggests, the shape of wear is that of a creature or a bowl. It is the shape of this creature wear is just like a creature or a bowl. That's why it is called as creature wear, just like a cavity. The creature wear is shown in figure. You can see here. These are the creature wear. You can see the creature wear here, like this. So how it will form the creature wear? In creature wear, the chip erodes the rake face of the tool. The chip what is formed that will erode the rake face of the tool. The chip flows across the rake face, develop the severe friction between chip and rake face. As the chip flows over the face, it will rub against the rake face and friction will be generated, and a small crack, wear will start that will enlarge and formation of a creature wear. It is more common in ductile material like steel, which produces continuous chips. So the main reason for the formation of creature wear is the ductile material. As the chip is flowing continuously over the face, it will rub against the rake face of the workpiece, rake face of the tool. So it will at high temperature, the friction will be generated. As a result, the temperature will increase. So the small wear will start. So that will keep on increasing as the chip continuously rubs against the rake surface of the tool. The creature wear can increase the working rake angle and reduces the cutting force, but it will also weaken the strength of the cutting edge. So the creature wear increases the rake angle and reduces the cutting forces. It is one of the advantages, but similarly it will also weakens the strength of the cutting edge. It will weaken the strength of the cutting edge with a decreasing cutting force. It will reduce the cutting force, but at the same time it will weakens the strength of the cutting edge. Effects of the tool wear: increases the cutting. What will happen if the tool wear happens? It will increase the cutting force as a result of which the power generation, the power requirement will be high. Finally, it will increase the cost of production, increases the surface roughness. So surface roughness, so if you are giving some particular surface roughness, the particular surface roughness is not obtained if you use a worn out tool. So you have to avoid the tool wear in order to increase the surface finish. Increase in vibration or chatter. So vibration will increase if the tool wear will happen. Decreases in dimensional accuracy. It is as usual, as the surface finish decreases, then the dimensional accuracy also decreases. For example, if a tool wear is rapid, the cylindrical turning could be a tapered workpiece. So if you want to turn a cylindrical workpiece, finish it into cylindrical surface, that will be a result in tapered workpiece as a result of tool wear. So we'll end up with this session here. So before going to end this session, just we'll brush up what we have discussed in today's session. So tool wear. So tool wear is the gradual failure of the tool due to regular operation, the change in dimension of the tool with the from the original shape with a lapse of time. The tool wear depends on the following parameter: tool and the workpiece material, tool shape, cutting speed, feed, depth of cut, cutting fluid used, machine tool characteristics. So how it will affect the depth of cut? If the depth of cut is too small, it is having loss of chip control, vibration, excessive heat. Too deep means it will have high power consumption, insert breakage, increased cutting force. Feed rate. The feed rate is too light, then the stringers will happen, rapid flank wear will happen, built up rate will be formed, uneconomical. The feed rate is too heavy, loss of chip control, poor surface finish, pressure wear, higher power consumption. Next, tool geometry. The rake angle is increased, the cutting force and the amount of heat generation will be reduced. This increases the life of the tool. As relief angle reduces the heat generated, increases the tool life. Cutting edge angle, these angles affect the tool wear up to a certain value of these angles. Higher speed without an adverse effect on the tool life can be used. Hardness, the cutting tool material should be 2 to 1.5 times greater than the material being machined. Wear resistance, should have high wear resistance. So what are the effects of the tool wear? Increased cutting forces, increased cutting temperature, decreased accuracy of produced part, decreased tool life, poor surface finish, economics of cutting operation, high friction and heat generation. So types of tool wear. So we have two types of flank wear and creature wear. Gradual wear, we have two types, flank wear and creature wear. You can see flank wear happens in the flank face of the tool. The flank face is the face which is facing the workpiece. So here you can see the flank wear. So flank wear, it is wear that appears on the flank surface parallel to the cutting edge. It is most commonly result from abrasive and adhesive wear of the cutting edge against the machine surface. It is generally result from high temperature. It results in the formation of wear land. Creature wear is happened on the rake face of the tool. As the chip flow over the rake face of the tool, it will rub against the rake face of the tool, so that the friction will be generated and the wear will be started. The shape of the creature is just like a board, that's why it's called as creature wear. The creature wear is formed when the ductile material is machined, so that it will produce a continuous chip. This continuous chip is continuously rubbing over this flank surface, so that the friction will be generated. That will leads to the formation of creature wear. So effects of the tool wear is it has to increase the cutting force, increase the surface roughness, increase in vibration or chatter, decrease in the dimension accuracy. So for example, if the tool wear is rapid, the cylindrical turning could result in a tapered workpiece. Thank you for watching the session. We'll start with the new section in the next classes. Thank you.